Hello, NYWC'S. I am the administrator of the NYWC message board, Robert Lottie. Going the distance. 2024 was a great night of wrestling action, despite the fact that I was flying solo and the crowd wasn't too big for this very event. But the night begins with the ring announcer, same one from Scars and Stripes last month. Justin Gentile, man, where are you? We see the new commissioner, Mr. Entertainment, Brian Vitko, and the first Heart and Soul Memorial Cup Tournament winner, Dickie Rides, come out with the trophy, and they introduce all the participants. Nobody's better, Michael Mastretta, all three members of Milk Chocolate XXL, Cooper Valentine, Giorgio Lawrence, the current Fusion champion, Jorge La Bestia, the Greek god Papadon, A1G, Dickie was already in the ring, J Red, Mr. Main Event, Salvatore Savelli. They're all in the ring. Eventually, the old Order of the Black team comes on, and out comes John Mayer Jr., the son of the late Crusher Doogan. And then all of a sudden, out comes the cause of it all, Joey Conway on crutches and a brace on his leg. He comes to the ring, and Vitko's looking right at him. Conway throws the NYWC Championship belt in the ring, and then Conway leaves the ringside area. Not sure how Conway got injured. And it was then announced that the winner of this year's Crusher Doogan Heart and Soul Cup Memorial Tournament would also become the new NYWC champion. And then at that point, right from the back door, we see the man many remember as the Deathmatch, as Guardian, the Devil's Outlaw, Stockade, currently going by the name Cade Lothbrook. And he's been, like, for those who don't know, he's been, like, complaining on social media about the member of Crusher Doogan being disrespected. Shane came out from backstage, and he's livid about the situation. The wrestlers leave the ring. They're wanting to meet him at the rail. Apollyon, I noticed over there, and I see Greg Gruber telling him to leave. And at that point, everybody, like, once that situation calmed down, we get on with the matches, and we start out with a battle royal where the winner would face nobody's better, Michael Mastretta, immediately after the battle royal is over. Among the participants were the Big Gun Nuke, Miggy Ortiz, CJ Bambino, Taylor DeSano, who we knew as Taylor Do, Dr. Do. Sorry. A lot of guys whose names I did not get. Tommy Invincible. The match was ultimately won by Satanta Fury at 4 minutes 4 seconds, and he faced Mastretta immediately. And I'm not joking when I say this. Nobody's better. Michael Mastretta defeated Satanta Fury at 20 seconds, give or take a second, depending on how quickly I was timing everything. Mastretta had made advance to the semifinals. Next up was a triple threat match as the Trios champions, Randy Summers versus Brandon Watts versus Rex Lawless. They go at it to determine who makes it to the semifinals, and Rex Lawless was victorious over Randy Summers and Brandon Watts at an even 10 minutes to reach the semifinals. The next matchup saw an interesting twist. It was a tag team match pitting rivals teaming with each other, and once the tag match was over, the winning team would face each other to get to the semifinals. As we saw the Greek god Papadon and Big Man Shit Jorge La Bestia do battle with Cooper Valentine and current Fusion champion Giorgio Lawrence, accompanied in the ring by Gerard Stevens. Papadon was accompanied by the Real Deal Lawrence St. John. At one point, the two team, Valentine and Lawrence, going at each other. Papadon and Jorge are going at it with each other. At one point, Papadon's chasing Gerard Stevens out on the floor, and as they're going by me, I hear Papadon clear as day say, run in. And Gerard ran into the ring, and then he left the ring and went backstage. Cooper Valentine and Giorgio Lawrence defeat Papadon, Jorge La Bestia at 2 minutes 54 seconds. And then we get on with their singles match. Gerard Stevens eventually came back outside. Giorgio accidentally hits Gerard off the apron, and then Cooper Valentine defeats Giorgio Lawrence at 50 seconds to make it to the semifinals. And after the match is over, Valentine's attacked by both specialists, and they both rammed his legs into the ring post. And then comes a four-way match to determine who would reach the semifinals of the tournament, as we saw top tier A1G versus J-Red versus Mr. Main Event Salvatore Savelli versus Dickie Rods. Pretty good match these four guys had, which saw Mr. Main Event Salvatore Savelli defeat Dickie Rods, J-Red, and top tier A1G at 5 minutes 1 second to reach the semifinals of the Crusher Doogan Heart and Soul Memorial Cup Tournament. It was at that point they had gone to intermission. We resume the show. We have the semifinal matches as Cooper Valentine faces nobody's better Michael Mistretta. Not surprisingly, Mistretta goes after Cooper's injured leg. Cooper tried valiantly to try to pick up a victory, but Michael Mistretta defeats Cooper Valentine at 5 minutes 51 seconds to reach the finals of the final round of the tournament. Then came the other semifinal match as a desolate one. Rex Lawless did battle with Salvatore Savelli, Mr. Main Event. Great match these two guys had, which saw Mr. Main Event Salvatore Savelli defeat the desolate one Rex Lawless at 10 minutes 52 seconds to reach the finals of the tournament. Up next was a trio of trios match where the winning trio would challenge for the trios championship at Trust, actually become number one contenders for the trios championship, currently held by Milk Chocolate XXL, as we saw Pat Fitzpatrick and Jay Macias QGTM with their mystery partner DSK, somebody under a mask, versus the Rancid One Bam Sullivan, the Creepy Crawler Mouse and Aiden Bale, the Extricated, and versus Mikey Whipwreck, JT Kaysen, and the Cancer Fighter Sean Wachter. Pretty good match these guys had. Whipwreck, Kaysen, and Wachter defeat the Extricated along with QGTM and DSK at 10 minutes 3 seconds, become number one contenders to the Trios Championship. And after the match, the Extricated all by themselves, and Aiden and Mouse start arguing. Aiden slaps Mouse in the face, and Aiden rips his Extricated t-shirt off and leaves the ring. Bam and Mouse, they shake hands after Aiden left them. Throughout the night, we were seeing bits and pieces of Anarchy at the Asylum, pitting Starlet champion Dolly Darko versus Unstoppable Izzy McKenna versus the Accursor Amity LeVay. And eventually, Amity LeVay defeats Dolly Darko and Izzy McKenna to become the new Starlet champion. Well, wins it for the second time, and she choked Dolly out, and Mike Norman was the referee for this one. I don't know where they filmed that one. And then the main event was the final match of the Crusher Doogan Heart and Soul Cup Memorial Cup Tournament, and it was also determined who would win the vacant heavyweight championship, as nobody's better Michael Mistretta took on Mr. Main Event Salvatore Savelli. Very good match these guys had. And I could be wrong on this, but 5 years ago, Savelli debuted at a show at the American Legion in Babylon, losing to Mistretta. And now, 5 years later, it's a different story, because Salvatore Savelli defeated Michael Mistretta at 13 minutes 42 seconds to win the 2024 Crusher Doogan Heart and Soul Memorial Cup Tournament, and also to win the vacant NYWC Heavyweight Championship. So I think it's safe to say, Salvatore Savelli, I know you say you're Mr. Main Event, but this year you're Mr. Heart and Soul Cup Memorial Cup Tournament winner. And I guess it's now safe to say you're pretty much Mr. NYWC now that you're on top of the mountain. Personal note, great sitting near Craig and his wife Beth and their son Gavin, I think's his name. Unfortunately, those I normally sit with did not make this very show. There were so many people that were not even on this show because I think they were wrestling elsewhere. The Slime Balls, the Dirty Deeds were banned from the building thanks to Commissioner Brian Vitko, Mr. Entertainment. I'm sorry. Blah. Oh, Bella Pazza Pizzeria, say that 3 times fast, formerly known as Geno's of Babylon's, at the corner of Deer Park Avenue and Railroad Avenue. I stopped there before the show. They had a great maple parmesan hero. Oh, by the way, I don't know. We know how hot it gets in the NYWC Sportatorium. NYWC, I think maybe in the month of June, do outdoor shows in June from now on, I think. Okay? And look at that. Oh, yes, we didn't see the new tag team champions post game. We're not there tonight. We had no fusion title match, no tag title match, no trios title match. Well, NYWC presents Trust No One on Saturday, July 20th from the Deer Park Fire Department. I'm not sure of the address. I'm sure it'll be on the flyer once it's released for everybody. And they showed the flyer up on the screen, and one match has been announced as Giorgio Lawrence goes one-on-one with Cooper Valentine. Not sure if the Fusion Championship's on the line, but it's going to be contested within the confines of a steel cage to finally settle this thing once and for all between those two young men. Definitely, I guess it's safe to say it'll be back to business after this particular show that I'm going over with you tonight, folks. It's because with so many that we didn't see on this show, they'll probably be their next show. Well, I don't know. I can see Mikey Whipwreck, JT Casey, and Sean Wachter challenge Milk Chocolate XXL for the Trios Championships. Maybe post-game have a rematch with the Slime Balls for the tag belts. Amity LeVay one-on-one with Izzy McKenna for the Starlet belt. I don't know. I can see Sal Savelli defend the title against. Oh, can we please finally have Jorge La Bestia versus Papa Don one-on-one to settle that business? You know. Yeah. So odd. I haven't done this on the train in a long time, folks. What else can I say about this? Again, Justin Gentile, where are you, man? You're missed. I wonder how long Conway's going to be out of action with that injury. Oh, we're finding Jack Morrissey. I noticed him in the building, but he didn't have a match. Yeah. But this whole thing with Cade Lockbrook showing up, wow, that was something for him to try to crash the show, seemingly. I don't know where they're going to go with that. Be interesting to see when Jay Red will cash in his money and his Joker's Wild card, where he gets a guaranteed championship match at any title. Now, when's Gerard Stevens getting back in the ring already? Okay, folks, I think this will do it. Obviously, with the ladies not with me, chime in and stuff. But again, Saturday, July 20th, Trust No One from Deer Park Fire Department. Cooper Valentine versus Giorgio Lawrence in a steel cage match and a whole lot more. So, oh, by the way, tonight's show ended around just before 9:25 p.m. I guess due to the heat in the building and all. But guys, hope you enjoyed this. Oh, I think I did notice Boo Sullivan / Bo Pritchard. Tony Burma, I noticed. And hopefully this will... Ooh, my eyes hurt. Hopefully July 20th, things will start to really pick up because we're already halfway through 2024 with NYWC events. So hopefully things will really pick up and with summer in full swing, I think it's time to turn up the heat. NYWC rules.